I want to apologize because I made a live video a moment ago and I realized that I didn't notice that I didn't have the screen right and you couldn't see any of the work that I was doing. So growth mindset, I'll get better. And so I'm going to go ahead and redo the video because I would like it to be actually helpful for you. And so welcome back. I wanted to welcome you and I want to say thank you for your patience and working with me and just being understanding of what I'm trying to do here with you. So welcome to our classroom. I appreciate that you're here with me again, possibly if you were already with me. And so I'm going to start over basically. So we have been working on division and fractions, and specifically yesterday and today's work revolves around the idea that that a fraction is actually a division problem too. And so when we think about when we're sharing food, we're dividing, and what if we're dividing it and it's not quite equal? We're going to have to share and like cut pieces and things like that. So our objectives for today, I also forgot to do this last time. Our objectives for today is our standard for 5th grade, that we're going to be interpreting fraction as a division problem. Okay, and so I'm going to get better at this. Oh, I forgot to do the welcome. Reminders, you have a chat box. Good morning, Freddie and Leilani. And so use that chat box, and I'm getting better at looking at it and remembering that you guys have comments over there. So I encourage you to use it, and I will try to work on using it more myself. Okay, so let me make sure I do this right. I'm going to switch my screen, but I want to make sure I do it right. That's right? But I didn't like my background. That was the problem, because that was a reading background. I forgot to change that. Okay, well, oh, I found the spot. Okay, I know where to change it now. I'm going to go outside. Let me try that one. I see someone there. See someone. Okay. Let me make my screen bigger. Okay. Pretty sure I have it right this time. Right, guys? Do we see my tablet? I hope so. Okay. So here's our situation. We have 10 cookies and we have 3 kids. So we have to share all these cookies. Well, I can already tell that if I'm one of those people, I'm going to get more than just one cookie, right? Because there is plenty to share there. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started and getting ready to divvy these up, right? If I start to start giving one to each person, this is what it would look like. So far, everybody has 1 cookie when I do it like that. But there's more to share, so I'm going to keep on passing them out. And again. And then there's 1 remaining over there, right? So everyone so far gets 3 cookies, so I'm going to write 3. But then this last cookie, we need to share it with 3 people. Well, that's easy. I'm just going to cut it in 2/3. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. So then each person's going to get a piece of that. So everyone gets 3 1/3 of the cookies. Okay? I did do it full screen. Okay. All right. Now, if I was going to not worry about making an area model like this, I might change that to say, well, let me think about the division that's happening. I have 10 cookies and I'm dividing it by 3 people, right? I can write that as a fraction. I have 10 cookies and I'm dividing it by 3 people. And then I can start doing an AKA, which is an equivalent. So I can find an equivalent to 10/3, which is our answer. Because I think that would make sense. If I said, how many cookies do you get? Oh, I get 10/3 of a cookie. People look at you like, I don't really know what that means. So 10/3 would be, let's figure out how many wholes that would be. So if I take out 3/3, I know 3/3 means 1 whole. So I have 10/3 to divvy up. So far I've used 3. Let me take 3 more out. That would be 6/3. I'm almost at 10. 9/3. Oh, what am I doing? I'm going too fast. 3/3 would make 9. And then, so if I count this, 3, 6, 9, I need 10, so that means I still have 1/3 left. And then, so these 3/3, these are all my wholes. So 1, 2, 3 wholes, and that fractional piece, which is 1/3. So I can solve this using the equation, but I can also solve it with the model. Alrighty? Okay, let me go ahead and go to the next question for some more practice. This time we're going to talk about pizza. I eat a lot of pizza at my house. I don't know about you guys, but I sure do. And so I have 8 kids and 2 pizzas to share. I'm going to go straight to the equation for this one because I think we're ready for that. So let me think about what's happening. I have 2 I can't write yet. I have 2 pizzas divided by 8 kiddos. I'm going to write it again. 2 pizzas divided by 8 kiddos. I get 2/8. That's an acceptable answer, but I also know that I can make an equivalent, right? Because they're even. They're even numbers. So I know that I can make an equivalent by dividing the numerator and the denominator by the same number, keeping the same ratio, but it's just going to be changing the digits that are on the fraction. So if I divide it by 2 because they are both even, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that means that each person would get 1/4 of a slice. I'm going to check that with the area model now. So we went the other way around the last question. We did the area model, then the equation. This time we're doing the equation, then I'm going to prove it with the model. So I know that I need to cut it into fourths. And it says that each person is going to get 1/4. So I'm just going to say that that guy gets that slice. And then it seems to me that everyone does get a fair share. Everyone gets 1/4 of that pizza. Okay? Let me make sure I switch back to the right screen. There we go. Let me turn my tablet on. Oh, wait. This is where I made a mistake last time. Okay. Here we go. So there's our work. So it's not that bad, right? It's not that hard. I think that, good morning, Emily, again. I know, Freddie, 8 kids, that's a lot. I don't really have 8 kids. It's just an example. Maybe it's a party and there's 8 kids over. All right, so this I don't think is super hard. I think that it's just an extension of what we've learned in the past, and this is our second day practicing it. Your work today is going to be on page 368 and 368A and B, which is kind of like a black and white version or copy paper. And there's similar questions to what we just did. So an example is 6 students share 8 apples equally. How many apples does each student get? Well, think about what's the food or what is the item that you're trying to divvy up and share. So we have 8 apples divided by 6 kids. And so in the problem, it does even show the division. It kind of gives you a hint there. It says 8 divided by 6, and you just have to turn it into a fraction, 8/6. So I would think that making an AKA or finding the equivalent to that would be what I would expect from you. Okay, so 2 pages of that, and then take a picture of this. For those who don't remember how to take a picture of this, you would go into Google Classroom, go up to assignments, because that's where I've organized our assignments for the day. Find today's date and go to the slides and open it. And then you'll find your name on those slides and click on it, and then go to Insert Image, I think, Capture maybe. I put the directions on the slide. But you'll take a picture of your work once you're done, turn the page, take a picture of the back, and put both of those pages onto that slide for me to look at. And I will have some grading to do around 1 o'clock today. So hopefully that'll give you plenty of time to work on that. And I encourage you guys to do, thank you guys. I encourage you guys to also take a look at the reading videos that I've done, especially today's. I need to make it right now. And yesterday, I put yesterday's video in the little YouTube link in the slides. And so if you click on that for reading, you would have seen yesterday's video. I only had a few people actually do the reading assignment, which was actually a writing assignment, where you got to write pretending that you were on the British side, and so you had to write a journal entry pretending like you were on the British side. Okay, And then today we're learning about a new text. So we're going to be reading a new text together today. So similar to what we normally do on a day one is reading and annotating and getting our main idea figured out for each page. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So I encourage you guys to take a look at that. I don't know what happened to that box. Just throw it away. All right, guys. Sorry about the mistakes in my other video. This one's better. Hopefully. I'm still getting better. I'm still, growth mindset, right? We'll get better at this. All right. Well, if you have any other questions, please reach out to me. I'm really happy that you guys joined me on this video, so thank you so much. And if you don't have the booklet, if you click on the picture of the math book in the slide, I have a digital copy for you. So you can do your work on a piece of paper, column notes, take a picture of your piece of paper of your notes. No excuses. All right, guys. Adios. Thank you for joining me, and check out the reading videos too. Bye.